One of the things we were thinking about doing, actually Tom contacted me last night. He goes, you know what, we should kind of have fun with the community. And that's what I love about Tom Proctor. He's a really down-to-earth guy. When he played his role in Guardians of the Galaxy, which was a phenomenal movie by James Gunn. Great stories about that. And two things we want to bring up. He's not coming here just to do Murder Hill. Of course, that's what he's known for, because he is kind of that weird character. A lot of people go, well, why did you cast Tom as the lead for Murder Hill?
Because he fits it perfectly.
When you look at Tom and you slick his hair back and then look at a picture of Hatch, the resemblance is a little weird.
Unsettling.
Unsettling.
Oh.
That was one of the main reasons. But he's also here to do, his actual first role here was do a dramatic short called Legacy. And Legacy is based on a true story about Anna's father, and it's an exploration of something that's never ever really looked at in society. When somebody loses an infant child, the very first thing that society gravitates to, and naturally, is the mother. Because a mother who just gave birth, who lost a child, it's a very huge process for the mother. It's a very emotional thing.
I can't imagine.
Right. But, oh yeah, and neither can I, but no one ever really looks at the father per se, because it's always just inherently in our DNA as a society. Well, the dad is supposed to be stronger, he still has the job to do, he still has to bring money in the house, he still has to be strong and support his wife. But they never look at the grieving process that father goes through, and this is something that this film touches on, is that grieving process, and she can tell more about that.
Well, I don't want to give too much away, but because it is such a short film. But my dad lost his son 2 days after he was born, and my brother was born a month early, and that was a lot of it, and plus it was a few years ago, and technology being what it is, maybe they would have been able to save him today, but you know, I'm not going to give away my age, but you know, it was a while ago, and but anyway, my dad always had this grief that, you know, I think as a father, not that you don't love your daughters, but there is something about passing on the family name. There is something about having a son and being able to do baseball and to go and do sports and have those, I'm going to show you how to drive a car and fix your car and have all that stuff. And you know, my dad had to do that with me, and I can change my own oil and change my own brakes, and you know, all that.
Which I absolutely love, by the way.
but you know, he missed those moments, and he had a moment in the graveyard, and something happened, and that's what this story is about. And when he came back from that, and he was telling me, and it was months later. Because we don't visit my dad as often as I would like, because he is in Ohio and we're here in New York. Mm-hmm. And he was still crying about it, and he said, you know, I never got to hold my son. And he said that's one of my biggest regrets. Mm-hmm. And so that story has always stuck with me as to, you know, the grief that he's going through all these years later. And it's still not resolved.
So have you already done this short?
No, this short is actually being shot.
Right.
Right now?
So when Tom comes up in May, we're going to spend a few days doing the short and then a few days doing this bit for Murder Hill. So it was originally just going to be Legacy, and then Murder Hill kind of got tacked on. So...
and understand, you know, Murder Hill is a big feature production, and we're doing this in multiple stages, and a lot of people don't understand, well, you're only going to be here a week, are you filming the whole thing? We are not filming the whole entire movie for Murder Hill. One, because of Hollywood schedules, we only had to take bits and pieces where we can get Tom, because he's a busy actor.
Right.
Two, we wanted to monopolize on the beauty of Central New York during the seasons. So we're going to come back in the fall, and it'll be a larger shoot.
You have to take so much into consideration. I mean,
you really do. But what we really want to bring up too for the community is that we don't want to stop there of the community getting involved. So what we're doing is we're partnered with the Romart Community Center, and we're going to be offering during this summer what's called our youth to film programs and our adult to film programs. And they're educational classes where we're going to bring in guest speakers and guest stars from the industry to come and actually teach classes. Screenwriting 101, if you ever wanted to write a script or learn how, we're going to teach you how to do that at the Romart Community Center. And we have a huge fundraiser the week that Tom Proctor is here to kick that off. He'll officially kick that off for us so everyone can come, and details. Tickets will go on sale soon for that. Over the web.
You're going to have to keep us posted on that.
Absolutely. But the fundraiser is May 26th. It's from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Yep.
And tickets will go on sale.
The online tickets will go on sale tomorrow.
Really?
And then April 7th, the actual physical tickets will be available at the Romart Community Center. And what that does is, you know, what am I going to do when I get there? You get to mingle with the stars. You get free autographs with them. You don't have to pay for them. You get free pictures with them. You stick around for the Q&A. The Q&A is totally for the audience, so they can ask any questions. Hey, Tom, what was it like to film Guardians of the Galaxy? David McDivitt, what was it like to be on the set of Dexter and work with that crew? We're going to have our whole cast and crew there for a question and answer period.
Is there a limited number of tickets?
There is a limited number of tickets.
I believe it's 75.
We're actually between 75 and 100.
That's not, let me tell you, that's not very many tickets.
Not very many tickets. Now, with that said, that's just to kick it off. In about another week, we're talking with the Romart Community Center to see if we can expand that number a little bit and get it up there. So we may go into multiple rooms and do that with.
Or flights.
Right.
10 to noon.
Right.
Noon to 2.
Right, exactly. But we'll keep everybody posted for sure.
And the nice thing is that this will be on Thursday. Tom and the other actors are going to be arriving on Sunday, so everything will be after we're done with filming. So if people have any questions, hey, what was it like to film this project or do this project, or what did you think about this role and what have you, it will already be behind us, so they'll be able to talk a little bit more about that.
Right.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.